I'm here. You're there. First things first. All praises to the Most High. Without him, I wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be here either. Punk. It's Father fucking. And I know I'm a little late here. I know a lot of different podcasts have already covered 2020 Impact Wrestling Slammiversary, which was an awesome show. But nobody's gonna review the review like I do. So, with that said, we're here, baby. Play my music.
Realize what you fucking realize, nigga. Even in your real life, you was never a killer. The world is getting sicker. It's nothing to figure. That's why you always see me with a big bottle of liquor. Been through all of the trenches. My soul is from the dirt.
Yep. Yes. We just got done watching Slammiversary 2020. And I told you earlier that the way I do my show is way different than the way all of these other people do their show. So here we go. We had the Motor City Machine Guns return, which I am so happy. We got Chris Sabin back. We got Alex Shelley back. We got the boys back where they need to be. Pardon me, I burped again. Silent burps, you know how they go. But anyways, you know the Rascals, they issued a challenge last week on Impact Wrestling to any tag team, any tag team to come and wrestle against them. And everybody was talking about it being maybe Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Big LG, the Good Brothers, but it ended up being the Motor City Machine Guns, which to me is even better. We can't let everything go all at once. I'm pretty sure we got more surprises. Give it a couple of weeks, guys. Give it a couple of weeks, and you're going to see some things you probably never saw. Anthem is spending money now. They sought back. They blueprinted everything. They looked at everything and said, you know what? This is the time. And boy, oh boy, they were right. Because the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Rascals, this match was great, guys. I'm letting you know right now. I'm not too happy with how the Rascals had to kind of job out a little bit, but by them losing, you got to think about it. It leads up to another story that they can create between the Rascals, trying to get back to that tag team position that they was once in. They was going for the tag team titles at one point, guys. Let's not forget that. So I'm really excited about the tag team division. Like I said before, a lot of people thought it was going to be the Good Brothers, But that's later down the line in this show. So moving on. I believe the next. I'm not gonna go in any order. I'm trying to, but if I mess up, hey, it is what it is. As long as I get it in there. But I believe I want to say the next match that we got to see was I want to say it was Chris Bay versus Willie Mack. Well, I want to talk about this match. Man, Chris Bay is awesome. I do believe at that I saw Chris Bay at I think it was called Pro Wrestling Syndicate in it was a couple of I think it was CCW. It was a couple of promotions that I saw Chris Bay in. But man, he's the finesse division champion. Him and Willie put on a great match. To me, it's one of the #1 matches of the year in contendership. It's up there, guys. Impact put on a lot of matches that was top contender matches for the year. And you can't really deny the athleticism of Willie Mack. I remember when Willie Mack first came in, and I also got to point out that I liked that Willie Mack's outfit, how he came out in the Razor Ramon type style outfit. That was genius. And he came out with the toothpick. That was awesome. But we had Chris Bay win that match, which I think it's great for the S division because it gives them a refresh, a restart. And I would like to see, no clickbaiting here or kayfabing here or anything like that. But I would like to see personally Leo Rush come to Impact so he can have good matches with Rich Swann and Chris Bay and Trey Miguel and Dez and Wentz and Ace Austin. Listen, the Impact X division is going to be stacked this year. We haven't even started anything yet, guys. Like I said before, they're not going to let you see everybody all at once. They're not going to blow that whole load all at once. Impact is trying to climb up, and I like the way they're doing it strategically. Like on YouTube, they're not showing you everything. They kind of made you go and buy the pay-per-view. You had to go and buy the pay-per-view to see what was going on with Slammiversary, which was worth it. It's worth $40. Okay, it was worth it. Moving on. I could be off, but the next match I do remember it was the women's battle royal, and you had Tasha Steelz, you had Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary, Jessica Havoc, you had Callie Ray, you had Su Yung. I'm forgetting a couple of people, but this match was actually pretty good. I forgot Jessica Havoc's partner's name, but she's pretty good. Callie Ray at the end ended up getting the win, which was awesome. And one of my good friends pointed out the fact that Su Yung was never thrown out or pinned. So maybe we could get a little Su Yung, Callie Ray storyline going there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but over the last week or so, she's been saying don't touch her friend Susie and all of this, So that would be an interesting watch there with Callie Ray and Su Yung. And congratulations to Callie Ray coming from a lot of bullcrap. The AEW, the NXT, the crap. A lot of the bull crap, which I don't want to put down any company right now. We're all trying to be positive, And And I'm just happy that Impact is finally coming back into its glory, especially the women's division. The women's division has always been good. Guys, let me point this out for you. I think I told you a couple of times before, but I've been an Impact Wrestling fan since I can remember. I think it was 2002. And their women's division has always been good. Impact Wrestling has been really, really good for a long time. And yes, they went through a regime change with the Dixie Carter, the Jeff Jarrett, the Billy Corgan situation, all of that stuff. Right? Okay. I want to say about 6 years ago. 6, 7 years ago. Impact has been consistently good for 6 or 7 years straight. It's just, I don't know what it is with the media. I don't know if the fanboys get paid for bashing the company. Who knows? But that's their way of putting Impact down when they say that a character like EC3. EC3 was popular as hell in Impact Wrestling, right? And it's ironic that everybody knew his name. Because once he did come back to NXT, you had the whole crowd shouting, EC3, EC3, EC3. And that showed you there's a lot of fakeness out here. A lot of them just being fake. And it doesn't hurt us real Impact Wrestling fans that have been watching consistent great wrestling. Consistent great wrestling for the last 6, 7 years. We've been watching great stuff. We watched the Ultimate Deletion. We watched when Drew McIntyre, aka Drew Galloway, whatever you call him, Drew, when he was here. We watched the Eli Drake stuff. We got to watch a lot of good things in Impact Wrestling within the last 6, 7 years. And now, all of a sudden, everybody's finally catching up. Welcome to the party, guys. Well, yeah, so that was the women's match, the women's battle royal, which Kylie Ray had won that. Congratulations to her. We're moving on. We had one of the best matches of the night, guys. It's probably one of the best women's matches in history. Deanna Purrazzo versus Jordynne Grace for the Impact Wrestling Championship. And I gotta say, man, Jordynne Grace, she went out there. She doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. Have I ever had a little doubt about Jordynne Grace? Yes. Yes, because they didn't have anybody for her to step her game up with. You gotta understand something. It's like, even in music, it's the same concept. I can't become a better artist unless I know what a better artist is. I would have to see that better artist and see that in my face in order to put any skill set of what a being better means in my repertoire. I would have to do that. So by Jordynne Grace wrestling a great wrestler like Deanna Purrazzo, it made you see the true Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is a beast, man. She's a beast. She's a freaking beast. She is the female Scott Steiner. She is the female, the little woman pump, big woman pump, or whatever you want to call her, big mama pump. Yeah, big mama pump. That's what she is. But man, so these two, they was going back and forth. We saw a lot of great moves. We saw Deanna Purrazzo kept attacking Jordynne Grace's arm, and eventually she went for an arm bar, and she ended up locking both of Jordynne Grace's arms. Jordynne Grace, she tapped out. She said she give up, which Deanna Purrazzo becomes your women's champion. Pardon me. It's late, guys, and I'm just up chilling. You know how it is. Everybody sleeps, so why not? So Deanna Purrazzo becomes your new Impact Wrestling Women's Champion, and I'm glad that we have that reset button as well. I'm not saying Jordynne Grace doesn't deserve her reign as women's champion. It's just I want to see what she does without the belt now. I want to see how far she can take it without the belt. So moving on. You guys, if you wanna support the father or anything like that, or show me love, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and hit the notification bell. And you will be notified every time the father drops anything. And it's going to be Father FKN Awesome. It's going to be Father FKN a gift. You will get a gift from my lips. And if you hear me, then fear me. Because I'm the father, and I'm here to tell you how it goes down. So moving on, we got one of the best matches also of the night that I really love. And I gotta say, man, Ken Shamrock, man, he can go, man. He's a beast. He's probably one of the greatest wrestlers. A lot of people's not gonna give Shamrock his credit, but think about it, guys. Think about how long Shamrock been wrestling, and look at him. That guy is fucking in shape. But we had Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock go against two of my favorites. The North. Josh Alexander and Ethan Page. And come on, we all knew that the North wasn't going to drop their titles. They're hot. I'm sorry about that noise. But the North is a very hot young tag team. You could do a lot with them, and especially with us getting the Motor City Machine Guns back. Oh, and let me stop with Motor City Machine Guns. I don't want to spoil anything yet. And also we got back we got the Good Brothers. We have some teams, man. We have Follow By and what's his name? PJ, TJ, PJ, whatever his name is. You tell me in the comment section about the names and stuff. I know I forgot the guy that plays as Manic. Man. I forgot his name. That's crazy. I know Follow By's name, and I don't know the guy's name. But the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Division is heating up big time. It is really heating up. I'm not saying that we can compete with the likes of AEW, knowing that they just got FTR. You got the Young Bucks. The AEW got some. They got the Lucha Bros. They got some. AEW has a very good tag team division, but I gotta say, Impact Wrestling ain't that far off, and that's what I've been trying to tell all of you people who listens to this channel. Don't be fooled by the say so. You can say something so many times that it becomes true. So if they say Impact is dead so many times, Impact is dead, and all it is, of course you're going to start saying it's true. But that's not the case. So you had the North versus Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan, which at one point Ken Shamrock seemed like he didn't want to continue, or was confused because of Sami Callihan's gesture in the match, and the North ended up winning because of the discommunication between Sami and Ken Shamrock. They hit their move, they pinned Shamrock, and then all of a sudden, boom, the music plays. And who is it? My boys, once again, the Motor City Machine Guns. And they challenge the North for tomorrow night, which is Tuesday. Which I gotta say, guys, I haven't really missed no Impact Wrestling, but I haven't been so excited like this. Like this over Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is it's the truth right now when it comes to tag team wrestling. I haven't been so much, enthused on turning on the channel to Tuesday nights and finding and finding Access TV for Tuesday for Impact Wrestling. But I can't wait to see that match. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Moving on, we had a guy jump over the rail. At first, nobody knew who this was, and it ended up being formerly known as Heath Miller, or what he says, Heath. He says it's a new Heath, and he know his friend is back there. He's gonna go try to find his friend. We move on through that segment, and we see Heath makes his way to the back, and he sees Rhino, and it's a reunion hug. Hey, buddy, how's the kids? All of this stuff, and I love that. Scott D'Amore comes out, and I gotta say, guys, the way they're using Scott D'Amore's role is very enthusiastic. How you say it? It's exciting. I never seen Scott D'Amore being used in a serious manner like that. Since when he was the manager of Team Canada, if anybody can remember those days. But I like it. It fits him. It fits him. Whatever manager position he's running right now, it fits him. He plays that position very good. But he came out and told Heath Slater, "Look, you're you're a free agent. We got the Covoid thing going on. You're not really on a contract. You can't be back here, bro. You gotta go, or you're gonna be escorted out. You gotta leave the building." Of course, Miller is really an Impact superstar. We know he signed a contract. You can't really be on Impact unless you sign some type of deal or did something. So, but I like how they kayfabed it. So Rhino tells him, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna work something out on Tuesday. Come in on Tuesday, and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna get you in, bro." Blah blah blah. So we're continuing with Heath Miller not having a job, which is raw. I like it. Am I missing anything before I move on? Okay, so another thing I wanted to get to before I get to the last match, I want to say I know I haven't been that consistent with my channel. As you guys know, I got 4 children, I'm married, and I got a full-time job, guys. I'm talking about 6 days a week. I get 1 day off. I'm trying to work through it best as I can. Plus, I got the music thing going on. So, sometimes it gets a little agitating to try to juggle everything around. And I do this podcast by myself. I do all of the editing and everything by myself. In the music most of the time, for the most part. So I'm going to start getting better with you guys on putting more content out. And if you guys got any ideas or anybody wants to jump in and throw their hands in the pot and say, well, this is what I can bring to the table, leave comments, man. Hit me up on Facebook at Father Fucking Wrestling, Father FKM Wrestling. Hit me up on Spotify. Hit me up, man. You guys know I'm all over the social network, and the name's out there. I'm on Twitter. I haven't created a Twitch yet. I'm working on that right now. But thank you for the people who has been sticking with me, and I really appreciate you. And I will be doing better for you guys. But now we can move on to the next event, which is the main event. We have Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, Of course he had Madman Fulton and with him, and we had Trey Miguel, and it was supposed to be a fourth. Now earlier, I forgot a segment. Earlier in the night, I forgot the girl's name, but she went to go talk to the Good Brothers, and she went to the door. She knocked on the door. She said, "We're gonna have an interview with the Good Brothers." And the one who ended up opening that door was, surprise, a returning Rich One. Rich One came out, stated that he's a little injured. He hasn't got his clearance yet, but you could tell he was kind of leading us on, man, because he was smiling too much. So, you move on through all of that, you get to the end of the night. We got Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, pardon me, guys, I'm burping and all. Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, and fourth surprise wrestler that nobody talked about. I didn't even think it was going to be him. Rich One. It ended up being Rich One. But there's a fifth unnamed wrestler. And there's my boy. That's when my boy makes his return, and he's finally home, where he has the opportunity to actually be a champ and show what he can do with the big title on him. Eric Young. Mr. Super Eric himself. Mr. Sanity himself. EY. I loved it. This was a good match. It was a good match. We had Eric Young. He basically attacked the hell out of Rich One's knee, man. I mean, I guess they're going for a story here. You know, Rich One just came back from injury, so I guess they're going for a story between him and Eric Young. Yeah, Ace Austin in there. I love Ace Austin. Trey Miguel was in there. He was doing his thing, but he got eliminated pretty fast. You know, he was a fill-in guy, but he was a good fill-in. I like how he got his little experience in. He had to get that experience in, and maybe he could take that back to the Rascals and say, no, this is the way that we do things. This is the way the big boys was doing, because you got to understand something. None of those guys have been in a match like that. The Rascals, all three, the group, none of them has been able to go inside of a big-time main event match like that, where you got champions, world champions, heavyweight champions inside the match. So that is actually good experience, even though he lost. And I know a lot of people don't like his character. It's perfect. It's perfect. Another good thing we got, Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards ended up becoming he actually won that match, and he became the Impact Wrestling World Champion. Oh, dang, I did forget it. I did forget the Moose versus Tommy Dreamer match. But I'll get back to that after Eddie Edwards. But Eddie Edwards ended up becoming the world champion. Ace Austin, who I personally believe will be some type of form or some type of affiliate with Aces and Eights. I just got this feeling, guys. I don't know why, but it would make perfect sense. It would make perfect sense. I'm not saying he's going to be the leader, but it would make perfect sense to put him in that group. But we had Ace Austin and Madman Fulton attack Eddie Edwards after he won the title. And then all of a sudden the Good Brothers came out and they cleared them out and they aligned themselves with Eddie Edwards. They drank some beer together, and then all of a sudden, who popped up on the screen? My boy. My freaking boy. And this was the father fucking papa the night for me, because I popped my goddamn head off when EC3 turned around and just had that stare. he was just looking. And you know him and Eddie Edwards had some great matches back in the days, guys. I'm telling you, man, this is why I don't understand what's the big deal about what WWE does today. Because if you can't take a person who's already a star and continue to make him more of a star, then your formula is not the end all of be all. I think Impact has the best star formula. I think Impact has the best formula for putting together a star, a longevity star. Because, like I said, even when he went over to NXT and WWE, people knew who EC3 was. I guarantee you, if Eli Drake ever comes back from NWA and he comes to Impact Wrestling, ends up leaving Impact Wrestling and goes to WWE, they're going to know who Eli Drake is. I guarantee it. When they come from Impact, then they know them. Then people know who they are. Then it's, oh yeah, they're good now. I'm like, okay, but when they was in Impact Wrestling, where was all of the slobbering lips? Because this company has really proven, to me, out of all the companies, this company has proven that they can go with the flow. They can make this thing work. We have WWE. They got people in the crowd a little bit. And AEW even got people in the crowd a little bit. And they started that shit, bringing people back a little bit. But Impact has stuck to the no fans, nobody in the crowd formula, and they're doing fucking great with that shit. It makes it like a whole different show. Like it's exclusive. Like if you're not watching this, you're not really watching wrestling. That's what it makes it feel like to me. But let me get back to the match that I did forget about. It was the real world champ, Moose, who I gotta say, I'm so proud of Moose. I'm so proud of Moose. He deserves everything he's getting right now. He deserves it. And I do have to say, the way that TNA championship looked with the white leather was excellent. I loved it. I don't know what anybody else is talking about. I know they're hating. Because you still got these haters who don't want to. They don't want to give Impact that buzz feed. They don't want to give Impact that buzz, because Impact getting that buzz means that whose competition are they? Whose competition are they? To me, Impact is really the competition that AEW and NXT really need to worry about. They got their own night. They got their own night. Those two companies got to compete with each other. Impact is in its own field. It's in its own lane, its own domain. I love it. I love it. But we had Moose versus Tommy Dreamer, which was pretty much like a hardcore match. We had some tables. We had ladders, chairs. Oh my. We had and thumbtacks. A lot of thumbtacks. Moose basically was trying to push Tommy Dreamer's face into the thumbtacks, which he succeeded, which was a good spot. It was a good match. It was a good match. Do I think Tommy Dreamer should have been in that match? Personally, no. Did I ever meet Tommy Dreamer before? Yes. I met him at a MLW event where I also met MVP, Teddy Hart, and Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan is actually one of the nicest people that I ever met. He's cool. He's cool, man. I don't know him, but I met him. You know, we talked. We actually face-to-face talked. Me and Sami Callihan. But Moose ended up winning that match, and I do believe that they should take the Moose's championship. They should make that the world heavyweight, because it's for the bigger people. It's for the Moose is a big person. There's not too many guys that stands at Moose's stature. And now that they're bringing in bigger guys, it kind of helps that to make the TNA title the top title, make the Impact title the mid-card championship. That would be, to me, that will be better. That would, it fits more. That way we got a title for the big boys and we got a mid-card. That will fill in that mid-card title spot. But yeah, man. Impact Wrestling Slammiversary 2020. I have to say this probably was the best Slammiversary I saw in a little while. In a while, man. It's been a while since I've been this excited to talk about it in this manner. And like I said, I can't wait to see what happens. What time is it? It's late. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I can't wait. I've never been this excited in a long time to see what happens in Impact Wrestling. And I know you guys are excited. Like I said, if you want to see any more content from me, leave some comments in the description box. Comment me. Let me know how you think my show should evolve. Because I like listening to my peeps. You know, I like listening to the father fucking nation out there. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my talk box? Huh? Do you know who I am? Take a look in my eyes, Hogan. Okay, just me throwing a little bullshit promo, whatever, but y'all know this is the father. This was your father, Rep KN Wrestling Slammiversary rant review. And that's the way that we did the show. And the father has to go with father fucking